Starbucks is secretly a massive bank. I don't know about you, but I love Starbucks. I mean, who doesn't love a good cup of joe in the morning? But did you know that every time you buy a latte or a muffin, you're actually helping Starbucks become a massive bank? That's right. Starbucks is secretly making money from your money. How? Let me explain. Companies are now expanding into new business areas beyond their original products and services. Some examples make sense, like IBM shifting from hardware to software, but others are more surprising. For instance, Starbucks has figured out a clever way to make money by getting into banking. My Starbucks Rewards, the key to the cash. So how did Starbucks pull off this genius quasi-banking move? Two words: customer loyalty. Starbucks hooked us in back in 2009 with the launch of My Starbucks Rewards. At first glance, it seemed like any loyalty program. Customers load up Starbucks gift cards or a mobile app account, spend money on Venti Caramel Macchiatos, and collect stars towards freebies. Pretty standard punch card stuff. But the financial devil is in the details. When customers transfer funds to Starbucks, the company invests it immediately. Starbucks pockets a tidy 0.5 interest on our cafe cash before we can even say Grand Pumpkin Spice Latte. Sure, 0.5 is pennies on the dollar. But multiply that across 29 million loyalty members globally with over $10 billion flowing in annually. Starbucks cashes in on serious interest revenue. Our prepaid Starbucks balances essentially function as interest, free loans that the company can use however it sees fit. And we're none the wiser as we await our 10 stars for a free cinnamon dulce latte. By packaging their quasi-banking strategy in a shiny rewards program, Starbucks found the golden ticket to siphon customer funds for their own gains. It's like a license to print skinny vanilla lattes and money. Other companies are drooling at the mouth to replicate this marketing genius. So remember, beneath the addictive aromas and friendly baristas, Starbucks is running a clever financial scheme using our own cafe cash against us. Well played, Starbucks? The gray area. So, Starbucks has figured out how to rake in boatloads of cheddar from loyal Java junkies. Is that sketchy or just smart business? Ethicists are scratching their heads on this one. Sure, Starbucks ain't technically breaking any laws, and fans would argue we're willingly joining the rewards program and handing over our dough. Fair trade, right? We get our caffeine fix and free muffins out of the deal. But how many reward members realize their chump change is financing Starbucks' empire? That's shadier than an iced American with extra espresso. And don't get anti-consumerists started on how Starbucks maybe sort of manipulates us into overspending. Psychology shows when people preload spending cards, their impulse control goes out the window. $10 loaded, $10 spent, even if you were just craving a small drip coffee that day. So while Starbucks isn't doing anything illegal per se, ethicists say taking advantage of customer psychology to goose profits is pretty darn dubious. Some might even call it sketchy or predatory. But apparently, the lure of cold hard cash trumps ethics these days. At the end of the day, Starbucks found a brilliant loophole to get rich quick off our daily caffeine purchases while keeping our grande ego satisfied with a few free refresher coupons. Financial services go mainstream. Seeing Starbucks score big financial gains from quasi-banking, other megacorps started wondering, hey, how can we get in on those sweet banking bucks? Major retail and tech giants like Amazon, Apple, Walmart, and Target are now dipping their toes into the financial services pool. Nothing crazy just yet. Mostly prepaid cards, money transfers, and other basics. But armed with insane customer reach and trusted brand names, these companies could quickly scale up their banking side hustles. Imagine strolling into Whole Foods one day and applying for a slick Amazon Prime Visa card, or buying cryptocurrency straight from your PayPal account. We could be looking at banking from A to Z opposed. These retailer bank hybrids can market these offerings as perks and conveniences to loyal customers, all while avoiding the stigma and regulations weighing down actual banks. So while they're starting small with prepaid cards, it likely won't be long before one-stop shops emerge for all your lifestyle and financial needs. Home Depot could cover home improvement loans. Nike could kick off investment accounts for athletic gear. Target could launch a debit card for teens to better hit their tail therapy goal. The possibilities are endless when mega brands want to capitalize on consumer trust and hunger for convenience. For better or worse, get ready for the era of banking as a lifestyle experience. Starbucks was just the beginning. Regulatory response. Governments are noticing large companies moving into financial services. In the U.S., the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau aims to increase oversight of these new offerings. Some states are requiring licenses to provide these services. Other countries are following suit. The UK is looking to license companies offering financial services. The UK and Australia are also implementing stricter registration requirements. Conclusion. It's an odd phenomenon that a coffee company can provide banking services with little oversight. For now, as long as no major issues occur, Starbucks is unlikely to face pushback. Wow! Can you believe that? Starbucks is secretly a massive bank, and they're doing it legally. But is it ethical? Should we be okay with this? Or should we demand more transparency and regulation? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think.